Test, test. Hello, everybody. Woo! Lebo Pride!
Yeah!
This is our first inaugural Lebo Pride, and hopefully many more to come. Thank you for showing up today and showing the support of the community. You! So we have already here Akasha, who's going to do story hour in a little bit. But before we get to the fun part, I would love to thank a couple people for making this happening today. Number one, I would very much like to thank all of my fellow steering committee members. Valerie Fleischer, who is also a donor. Stephanie Fedra-Byram, Lisa Steinfield, Tessa Watkins, and Aaron Weber. Thank you. And of course, all of the people that helped with them to create this today, even last night, meeting at Orbis, putting all the balloons and all the bags together. So thank you very much. And I make this a little shorter for the officials, you can still clap, that are here today. Representative Dan Miller, who's going to speak in a little bit, afterwards. All of the Mount Lebanon commissioners, particular commissioners Andrew Flynn, Leanne Foster, and Mindy Ranney for helping us get the permit. And the Mount Lebanon School Board, especially Jake Wyland and Valerie Fleischer. And of course also the municipality, particularly Manager Keith McGill, Economic Development Officer Eric Milliron, Deputy Chief Jason Haberman, and the entire public safety team. Thank you. Our fiscal sponsor, Mount Lebanon Partnership. And all of our generous sponsors, including UPMC, Sunny Hill, Tessa Watkins LLC, Compass Real Estate, McElroy Law Firm, St. Paul's, Temple Emmanuel, Trina Brown of Allegheny Financial Group, B Salon, Q-Borg, and Child Native Gardens. And all of our local LGBTQ groups represented at our event, including U-Lane Wellness Foundation and Trans Uniting, that will be here in a second. The folks who have lent their talents to help make our event one of a kind. The tree, the tree of knowledge, where you can hang your censored books, was designed and built by Karen Krieger, David Montgomery, and then our artist here who's painting, Marsha P. Johnson here on the canvas, Ashley Hodder and Meredith Distral, and for the poster, our digital architect Tessa Watkins, face painter Robert Finkbeiner, and photographers Amy and Mike Thorley and Amanda Satterelli, and the videographer Harrison Hill. Okay. Thank you everybody, and especially thank you for showing up here today. Have fun, and if you want to contact us at Lebo Pride, you can always find us on Facebook or lebopride.org. I'm Asta Kill. Thank you very much. Okay, next, Dan Miller. Are you around? Representative Dan Miller, are you around? Dan Miller, so everybody knows Dan here. I don't think he needs lots of introduction, but he is our local state representative, and he volunteered to read a statement from our affirming faith organizations here today as well. So I'm just handing this over to you.
Okay, good morning.
Woo!
I'll tell you what, it is great to see so many smiling, happy, friendly faces here in Mount Lebanon. Thank you all for coming. I know it's a little windy. I saw somebody tell me it's a little bit chilly, but we're all here, and that's a great thing. So I want to congratulate everybody who's helped make this possible. I want to thank all the work that was done to get it all through. I know it was a lot of effort. Let's give a round of applause to everybody who played a role making it happen. Okay, so I was asked to read this statement here, so please bear with me. Here we go. Now this, from what I understand, is from the leadership of Sunny Hill, St. Paul's, Temple, Sunset Hills Presbyterian. They join us in celebration and gratitude for all the gifts that the LGBTQIA+ community brings to our world. We stand with you today and affirm the inherent worth and dignity in each and every person and honor the spectrum of gender diversity and sexual orientation beyond the binary reference points. We lament and apologize for the harm that has been done both historically and in the present by religious institutions that dishonor the wonder and diversity of all people. This community is still being subjected to conversion therapy, anti-LGBTQ legislation, lawsuits like the one that's here in Lebo disguised as parental rights, and more. These are not issues of yesterday, they are very much still present today. And right here in Mount Lebanon. We acknowledge that in our own congregations, where queer and trans folks are cherished members, we can still commit to microaggression and cause harm. Our words are not enough to undo the generations of trauma, pain, and suffering. We disavow every effort to erase and violate the dignity and worth of all siblings, and we pledge to fight with you against erasure and shame. We recognize that there is always more to learn, and we are committed to continuing that journey in advocacy for inclusion. We are committed to action. Part of that action is saying without equivocation that we support inclusive education in our schools, we celebrate diversity, and foster compassion. We urge you to do the same by writing the school boards and signing petitions that protect these sacred values. We are honored and overjoyed to celebrate Pride here today. We see you, we love you, we stand with you. Okay, so that was from those four congregations. God bless and thank you for those words. So what I understand, I only have about 40 minutes left. So look, here's the thing with it. You know, the first bill that I ever co-sponsored when I was elected to the legislature was marriage equality. I mention that to you because that is not in Pennsylvania law today. That's not Pennsylvania law. That's federal law. Yes. So while we in the legislature attempted to bring marriage equality to Pennsylvania, it is not the law of Pennsylvania. Nor is it the law, well, unfortunately, nor do we have protections that right now, here in Pennsylvania, you can still be fired for who you love. Those are two major points of equality that have not been done in our law. Our state does not reflect those values. Harrisburg does not reflect those values. And now we are looking to see where or what happens from the federal Supreme Court. And as they take a look, I guess, in turning aside precedent, something that they said they wouldn't do. So I want to urge you all this, that as we watch what comes next, be mindful that here in Pennsylvania, if you care about marriage equality, then your vote has to reflect that. And if you care about not being fired for who you love, then your vote has to reflect that. This is not the time to be quiet or silent. It's the time to be active. But I also say this. I get a lot of people who come talk to me, many of which on both sides of the issue. I appreciate the conversations. Never, though, should we be reflecting anything except love. And I get concerned a tad bit about the examples that we set. Disagreement does not equal hate. And most assuredly, visibility does not equal indoctrination. We have to be able to love each other, to disagree with each other, and still laugh. We have to be able to disagree with each other and go to school together. We have to be able to disagree with each other and be members of the fire department. My fire department, who I love. And we have to be okay that we can occasionally disagree and still go root for our sports teams or shop at the same stores. We have to be sure that in our fight for equality, which is more needed now than ever in Pennsylvania, we are never contributing to what causes our nation the most harm, which is division amongst itself. So push back against those forces as we fight for more equality. And I always try to tell somebody with it, extending and recognizing someone's civil rights does not erode yours. A more encompassing civil rights here in America only strengthens us as a people. Thank you, I saw that. So listen, I know I'm done. I just want to say thank you. I'll be in and out today. I appreciate it again, seeing so many people with it. Love each other. You are seen. Oh, and the kids here with it too. You are loved. You are valued. Okay? Don't ever think you're not. Thank you very much for the time. God bless.
Thank you, Dan, for the wonderful Representative Miller. Thank you very much for the kind words. And thank you to the faith organization for the statement as well. I would like to introduce next School Board President Jake Wyland, who would like to say a couple words as well.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for inviting me to speak here this morning. I'm proud to stand with you. Over the past couple of years, it feels like every morning when I wake up, we face a new existential challenge. And I have to confess that on a lot of days, I don't know that I'm up to it. But when I stop and reflect, I know that we are. With love, kindness, empathy, and an unwavering resolve to stand inclusively together, I know that we are up to the challenge. Every one of us here today and around the world, we're all connected. We're connected to each other, our families, our community. We're connected to this planet. And at our core, all of us want the same fundamental things: to love, to be loved, for us and our families to be healthy, safe, warm, fed, and free to pursue happiness. The challenge ahead can only be solved by great collective effort. Reject the purveyors of fear, hatred, and tribalism. Dishonest institutions masquerading as the Fourth Estate seek to divide and profit. Deny them your attention and commit to working together for the greater good. Look around. All of us are blessed with different gifts and abilities. All of us have inherent value and great potential. Collectively, we gain the most when everyone is valued and when everyone is included. Inclusion is a mindset. It's the way we treat each other, and it's the way we are treated. Inclusion is an opportunity to learn together and to learn from one another. All of us are different from all of the rest of us. There is beauty, empathy, and diversity of experience to be gained when everybody is included. So today, I invite you to stand with me. Stand with your friends, stand with your families, stand with your community. Stand resolute to work together with love, kindness, empathy, and inclusion, and we will change the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I have posters for the two officials that just spoke, so don't run away as a thank you. Tree of Knowledge, again, the story is we wanted to reclaim as an organization religious symbols and reclaim our space in the overall space. That was the idea behind the Tree of Knowledge, and what better represents knowledge than books of inclusion. So I hope you brought a book, or if you find a book that interests you, peruse through it, look at our tree. And Akasia is going to start Story Hour here, reading from one of those books, wonderful inclusive books, here in a little bit. And stick around. We have lots of entertainment going around simultaneously, but we also have kids from the high school or middle school playing here in a little bit as well afterwards, and a band this afternoon at noon. So please stick around. If you have any questions, here is the Lebo Pride table, by the way. We have official merch as well for you, and if you want one of these beautiful inclusive signs of Lebo Sees You that you might see around in the community, you can get one right here at the Lebo Pride table. So stop by, talk to us, and thank you again, everybody. Have fun.